and keep showing your love and support.
Hi. I love that speech. John Cena made a speech when he lost the TLC match, and like he said, that was on his road to WrestleMania. And I always think of that speech whenever something kind of happens in Brendan's case that kind of feels like a sucker punch to the gut. And that's it's kind of what this news article is. So there's this news article that was published yesterday, actually, I think, and I saw it today. Governor Evers appears to close the door on Dassey's freedom. So it's about the buses. Here's the actual news clip. They'll let us play.
Drive around Madison, you may begin to notice ads on the sides of buses calling for the release of convicted killer Brendan Dassey.
Advocates are calling on Governor Tony Evers to use his power to make that happen. Tony Galley is live at the West Transfer Point. He has you covered on why the bus ads likely won't sway the governor. Tony?
Advocates for Brendan Dassey have spent over $1,700 to wrap some of the buses coming in and out of here with an ad urging Governor Evers to free Brendan Dassey. Now, when Dassey was a teenager, he, along with Stephen Avery, were convicted of a high-profile murder that gained international attention through a Netflix series. But for the governor to cut Dassey's sentence short, there will be a lot to overcome. As buses roll, ads urge people to contact the governor on freeing Brendan Dassey. And this is Governor Evers' call.
There is a small limitation which allows the legislature to make rules as to the manner of applying for pardons in the Wisconsin Constitution. But the Wisconsin Constitution says nothing to limit the discretion of the governor with regard to commutations.
A pardon's already been ruled out. The governor would have to shorten Dassey's life sentence in the rape and killing of photographer Teresa Halbach. Advocates say Dassey was a low-functioning teenager when police interrogators manipulated him into a confession.
Under like 3-4 times.
Commutations are much less usual.
And even if bus ads drum up more public support, Columbus-based Capital University law professor Daniel Coble says the political stakes are high for Governor Evers.
Essentially, the governor is saying the courts gave too harsh of a punishment. The courts got it wrong. So the common criticism from political opponents will be he second-guessed the court, he second-guessed the jury, he's being soft on crime.
And just a short time ago, the governor appeared to close the door on these buses and Dassey's chance for freedom through a spokesperson stating he is not considering sentence commutations at this time. Reporting live from Madison's West Transfer Point, Tony Galley, 27 News.
So that's the actual TV interview. Yeah, hi TT and Fangirl, Mose. Yeah, this is bullshit. Again, it's bullshit. So the article reads basically that Tony Evers Wednesday appeared to close the door on a chance for convicted murderer Brendan Dassey to gain freedom as advocates spent thousands displaying bus ads and messages to drum up more support for Dassey's executive clemency. There's a lot of stuff going over his court stuff. And this is basically a spokesperson from Governor Evers. The governor is not considering sentence commutations at this time. I mean, the positive, if you choose to spin this as a positive, it says at this time. I mean, so that means maybe in the future he could consider it. I mean, the article seems kind of cut and dry as far as him saying, or the way they present it as he closes the door on it. So, I mean, technically, I guess in a sense, if you were to nitpick at the sentencing here, the governor is not considering sentence commutations at this time. So that means maybe at another time. Especially the governor is saying the courts gave, essentially, this is what a commutation or granting clemency is a step Evers and other must weigh both legally and politically. Essentially, the governor is saying the courts gave too harsh of a statement, got it wrong. I've had governors tell me that granting clemency could bring me nothing but bad. The Columbus-based Colby says, the common criticism for political officials will be he's second-guessing the court. He's being soft on crime. Yeah. The whole country is going to hell in a handbasket. But that's pretty much the this professor, Columbus-based Colby or whatever, whoever this person is. Yeah, Capital University law student professor is basically saying that a lot of governors wouldn't issue clemency. Hi, William. Welcome. I think the problem here is that Governor Evers is close to an election, and he might have a point in saying that Governor Evers won't look at this because he is so close to an election and he doesn't want to screw up his votes, which is stupid. You had 4 years to do this, so. But at some point, you're going to have to stand for what is right and what is wrong, despite what you feel personally might do to your political campaign. At some point, you're going to have to say this is the right thing to do. Like, this kid's innocent. Brendan's innocent. There's absolutely no doubt that Brendan is innocent. And the fact that they refuse to... The fact that he refuses to redress this situation. I mean, he's like, oh, being too soft on crime. But you're also allowing children in Brendan's position to also be victimized the same way Brendan was by not creating laws to protect them like states around you are doing. So, I don't know. There's like that excuse to me doesn't work anymore. It doesn't fly. You're being too soft on crime. Releasing an innocent person from prison is not being soft on crime. In contrast to some presidents and governors who granted slews of pardons just prior to the end of their final term in office, Colbill says Evers has granted pardons in an orderly, deliberately way over the length of his time in office so far. And then they say Republican Governor Scott Walker granted no pardons or clemencies. My take on that last comment in this whole article is that they're saying, okay, so a lot of people normally when they're at the end of their term in office, then they give out these pardons as a last bit of a, yeah, whatever, I'm just going to do it because they know it's the right thing to do. But unlike a lot of them, Evers has done it throughout his whole entire time in office. So maybe there's still a chance that he has a heart and soul that he will do something to help free Brendan sooner rather than later. Because he's doing stuff that's unpredictable by what they would, like what other governors they feel. I mean, Oh, sorry. It's an interesting take. Like I said, the headline is more offensive to me than anything. Yeah, it's just his opinion. It's not the final say all. I mean, Governor Evers might have a plan to free Brendan, because like they're pointing out, is this is Governor Evers' election year, and he may not do it right now due to that, but you know, we can't give up hope that he will never do it. We can't, just because Governor Evers is saying now doesn't mean next week, next month, next year, if he's reelected. And to be perfectly honest, we don't know if Governor Evers will be governor next year. Could be a whole different person, and then a whole new fight, to a whole new person to send postcards to, send emails, letters, you know, and then that still isn't it for Brendan. He still got whatever his lawyers are working on and doing. So it's definitely not a give up situation. Like, this is, we're obviously not going to, we've been, like, us as a collective have been through a lot worse, I feel like, through court stuff and all that. It's just, like I said, the way the article is presented and the headline is kind of like a wow. Governor Evers didn't actually say that, though. He just said, not at this time. So, does that mean tomorrow? I'm one of those people. Not right now. Okay. Well, does that mean like 10 minutes from now? So, okay, maybe not 10 minutes, but maybe 20 minutes tomorrow, next week. Oh, we'll schedule you down next week, Governor Evers. But yeah, we're still not going to give up on. But that being said, I think it's fair to start looking maybe at not necessarily Governor Evers, but maybe we need to start writing to some senators. Just a thought. Governor Evers may not free Brendan due to the election year or whatever, but maybe if we start writing to senators and some law people like that, senators, Josh Call, I'm honestly considering, I was talking to my parents tonight. We had dinner. We had enchiladas because it's Cinco de Mayo mile. And I was telling my parents about this news article. And my mom was like, why don't you write to our senator, Kristen Sinema? I like saying her name. She seems like a pretty decent human being. I like her. I voted for her. Even my dad, who's like a hardcore Republican, likes her, you know. So I don't know. Maybe that's not a bad option, is to start writing to our own senators and saying we need to start, maybe us as a country need to start like holding, you know, Wisconsin accountable like that. Like maybe that might help something. I don't know. You know? I have a list of the Wisconsin senators. I'm sorry I keep yawning. It seems like when I get on here I yawn. I have the list of Wisconsin senators in addresses. One for the address for Madison, and then there's the address in Washington, D.C., and then I have their Twitter handles and stuff, so maybe I'll post that later in the comments after this video. And then I have Josh Call, and then Tony Evers. So maybe we should start writing to the senators too. Josh Call. Hey, under your scars. But yeah, that's basically why I wanted to come on here and just play that little pep video. That little pep video in the beginning. I will, yeah. I'll do that in the comments of this video when I get off of here, and then that way, you know, we can start sending letters, postcards, whatever to those people too, because, you know, I don't think the senators can do anything, but they can certainly say, Governor, you have a problem in your state that you need to take care of. Yeah, it's circling the internet right now. I guess it was yesterday. I didn't see it until... Excuse me, I keep yawning. I didn't see it until someone sent me the news article during dinner. So, but yeah. But you know, that was a news article that hit the TV as well. If y'all can do me a favor, y'all can send Brendan. Oh shit! I did the wrong thing. If y'all can send Brendan a letter, sending him some extra love and support this week. I don't, that hit the TV, and you know, I couldn't imagine sitting there in prison and then seeing an article like that flash across and having basically saying Governor Evers has closed the door. Like, it's awful. So, you know, and that's what we're here for as supporters, is to try to do what we can, but to also keep Brendan's spirits up. So, you know, sending him a quick little, hey, you know, we're still here, we're still supporting you, and we're never giving up. Things like that really make a world of difference to Brendan. They really help him out. So, hey Dozer, how you doing, friend? I'm actually going to end this pretty quickly. I have to start getting ready for work. I have to go to work in like an hour. But I will see you guys tomorrow. For Be Brendan Brave, and then Sunday we're gonna do like a little live for Mother's Day. You know, so if people wanted to pop on and say hi, and then, you know, wish Barb a happy Mother's Day. You know, you can come on live and do it, or you can do it in the comments. And yeah, we're just gonna keep on going and keep on pushing, and you know, just because Governor Evers says no now doesn't mean it's no forever, right? It's just a not at this time, which is a very professional way of saying no, but technically it just means not right now, maybe later, right? Oh, it's only 4:57 for you? Right now it's almost 9 p.m. I go in at 10 p.m. So I have to get my stuff ready and, yeah, get my night drinks going, my water bottle, chase the dog around the house to put her in her cage for the night, unless my dad did it already. Sometimes we do it a little bit early because she doesn't mind the cage, but she knows that she doesn't like to sleep in the cage. Hey, Caroline. You know, stuff like that. So then I was gonna start doing some, like, change the sheets on my bed. Yeah, you know, stuff like that. So get ready for the busy day tomorrow. It's gonna be a busy weekend. So, yeah, I hope everyone has a good night and stay positive, and we'll keep fighting. We'll keep doing what we can do. We'll never give up on Brendan.
It means everything, you know, to have a family that loves and supports me no matter what, and He always have my back, you know.
Yeah, and it really is heartening to know that so many people care and still care. And what would you tell people that want to get involved, that have seen your story, who didn't really have any idea of what goes on in our justice system, but now they do? Is there anything particular that you could advise someone?
Just keep fighting for me and keep showing your love and support.
The rules that Governor Evers has issued say nothing about restricting his ability to issue commutations. A commutation is the shortening of a sentence, and so that's one option on the table still for Brendan Dassey. And as for his rules regarding pardons, those rules say nothing about the case of someone who is actually innocent, like Brendan Dassey. When you have an innocent person sentenced to life behind prison, that's exactly the situation that the clemency power was tailor-made to address. This is a case that federal judges have called a profound miscarriage of justice, and we're calling on Governor Evers to remedy that injustice today.